Hi everyone, Tiger Wolf here. Welcome back. Today we are going to be doing another Tigra Does demos. Today we are going to be testing out Yokai Landlord Monster Mystery. Today we are taking on the role of a landlord of a complex in Japan, I believe, and we are trying to suss out who is the secret yokai living in our building so we can evict them. Let's get started. Ooh, chapter select. Oh, we haven't played before, so. Prologue, yes. That'd be great. April 1st, 20-something. Ayakashi City, X-Prefecture. Oh, a strange story has been making the rounds among the kids in the neighborhood. Local Kid A. Hey, did you hear? You know, that thing everyone's talking about? Local Kid B. Yeah, I have. You mean the Hitodama who wander the town at night, right? I've seen one, too. Whoa, cool. I saw some, too, just yesterday. They were like orbs of flight floating in the air. You, too? Now I know I wasn't seeing things. Did you get a picture of them? I tried to, but they disappeared before my camera app loaded up. My mom thinks I was making the whole thing up. I guess after how much we lie about not having any homework, the grown-ups don't really trust us anymore. Well, I'm not giving up. I'll get a picture and prove Hitodama are real. Sure. Hey there, landlord. Just because that story is coming from some kids doesn't mean you should just ignore it, you know. Oh, sorry. Did I surprise you? I just couldn't help myself. As the landlord for this building, you'd have to be a real dope to ignore what those kids are talking about. Who are you? Me? Just a passing stranger who stopped by to give you a warning. You need to pay attention. Oh, do I now? Here's the deal, oh foolish landlord. There are yokai living in the apartment building you manage. Don't believe me? Well, I'd be more concerned if you swallowed a story like that without question. Anyway, I've said what I came to say. What you do now is all up to you. It's all the same to me. If you keep ignoring my warning, though, the yokai that snuck into your building is going to go wild in a big way, and that's bad news for you. If you don't act in time, your life will end in a way that's totally tragic and painfully cliché. The building's the least of your worries. You and your residents are all in danger, too. There won't be any time to debate whether yokai exist or not when they're actually coming after you. If that happens, the last thing you'll probably see is me saying, "I told you so." What's this? You're looking a little pale, landlord. I thought you didn't believe in things like yokai and hitodama. Are they that dangerous? You bet. Don't put them on the same level as harmless ghosts and wandering spirits. They're out to actively harm humans, to take their lives. They are real yokai, and they are here in your building. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to get on board this quickly. I know I'm the one who brought it up and all, but you should really be more careful about who you trust. In my case, though, I'm telling you the honest truth. There are yokai in your apartment, and they are a danger to humans. No need to get so wound up. Even a dopey landlord like you can best these things if you know how. You are their landlord, after all. We can take our time going over the finer details later. Oh. Huh? Yokai? Hitodama? Just who was that guy? Wouldn't we all like to know? Prologue completed. Ah, I see. Okay, so chapter 1. So there's one yokai, hidden among 3 humans. And we have to figure out which one, okay? Let's do it. Okay, about that method of beating the yokai I mentioned. All you have to do is evict them from the premises. As the landlord of this building, you have that right. Of course, you were too dopey to even notice they were here, so you might find it hard to figure out who's a yokai and who's a human. Then what do we do? No need to get so wound up. It's like I said, you absolutely have a way out of this. If you can't figure it out on your own, why not collect info from your residents? It's not such a weird thing for you to call on the people living in your building, right? Of course, some of these residents are really going to be yokai in disguise, but if you're worried about that... Just between us, yokai are incapable of telling lies. Every last one of them, no exceptions. Okay, so... Okay, yokai can't lie. Right? Why are you scribbling in that old book all of a sudden? Are you taking notes? You really are a dope, aren't you? Is this too much for you to remember without writing it down? While you're at it, how about you write down what your residents tell you too? It could help you figure things out later. Anyway, let's get back on topic. Find the yokai who are unable to lie hiding among your tenants. Should be a breeze, right? Find someone you think is a yokai, check their stories for lies, and keep digging until you're sure. If you can handle the stress of doing it over and over, that is. Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah. Now you're showing some spirit. Keep that up, and you're bound to succeed eventually. There's no need to rush things. The yokai will pretend to be harmless at first. You have to figure it out by the new moon 4 weeks from now, though. A night with no moonlight is the darkest night of them all. Denizens of the darkness have their power amplified on nights like that. That's when the yokai hiding in your building will go wild. I don't need to tell you how bad that would be for the humans living here, do I? Well, you'll never get anywhere standing here talking to me. I suggest you start getting to know your residents. Be sure to make a note of anything that seems like it could be important. Information will be your greatest weapon going forward. So this is your building, huh? Looks like you've got just 4 tenants right now. Which ones are human, and which one is secretly a yokai? You'll have to ask around and gather intel to figure it out. To get started, try going to talk to the guy who lives in room 101. Oh. Saburo Kogarashi. Alright, let's see what's up with Saburo. Yes? Ah, very nervous. Oh, it's the landlord. Hello. Male, birthday September 1st, 19, college student. Okay. Did you need something from me today? There are yokai living in this building. This seems like a dumb thing to just shout out, but... What? Yokai? Yokai? Here? Eek! No way! That's not true, is it? Please tell me you're kidding. Are you scared of yokai? No, it's fine. I'm not so scared or anything. That's right. Yokai, don't be ridiculous. They don't actually exist. That's impossible. Did you notice something? He's already said something that a yokai would never be able to say. Testimonies like that are going to be vital clues for providing who's really human. You better write it down so you don't forget. Try selecting the memo button. Nope. Oh, this. That's triangle on PS5. I pointed this one out to you, but next time, well, you'll just have to decide what's worth making note of on your own. Even if you miss the chance to make note of something, there's no need to worry. Just select the log button. Okay. Ah! You can just talk to the resident again and review their testimony for important points. Of course, right now you've already found this conversation's most important point. You can just chill and listen to what this guy has to say. Okay. You have quite a sense of humor. Well, if that's everything... please excuse me. So you've made note of some important info, but if you keep writing any old thing down, you'll fill up your notebook in no time. You'll have to organize your information and get rid of anything you don't need to stop that from happening. Try selecting the Manage Info button. Let's make a start with the information you just learned about Saburo Kogarashi. If there's anything about this information that you think sounds suspicious, you can make a note of that next to it. I guess. Denies yokai exist. 3-star. Oh, a suspicious clue just surfaced. Did you notice too? Why can't this be told to a yokai? That's right, if a yokai denied that yokai exists, it would be a lie. And like I told you before, yokai cannot lie. You only got one piece of info this time, but sometimes you won't see what's so important unless you have another statement to compare it to. Speaking of which, you might find your tenant directory useful too. Since you're here, why not take a look at the directory now? After opening your notebook, try selecting the Profile tab. Profile. Okay. Looks like you don't have any info at all yet. You better go talk to your residents and see what you can find out. For now, try to figure out if any of the info you've gathered feels off in any way. Oh. Looks like you don't see how this could be used as evidence yet. Well, that's how it is with a lot of information. You'll just have to keep getting more info until the contradictions start to become more obvious. There's still some residents you haven't spoken to yet, too. How about you go see what they have to say? If you want to get rid of the yokai, you'll have to speak to other residents and gather evidence to guide you to the truth. Well, hey, it's nothing so complex, really. You just gotta do the same thing with the other residents. Question them, make note of stuff that seems odd, then save any useful information for later. Figure out who's definitely human and who could be a yokai, one resident at a time. Alright. Suspicious behavior is especially useful for residents who refuse to leave without seeing some convincing evidence. Be sure to check any statements that make your note button shake. Okay. Well, I think I'll go take a nap outside one of your empty rooms. You're on your own now. Question your residents, gather information, and find the contradictions. Okay, let's go to Kodama Shimizu. Excuse me. Yes? Oh, hello, landlord. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Dang it. Oh, discard, yeah. Female, August 24th, 24, office worker. What is it? Did you need something? There are yokai in the building. I see. Yokai, you say. So that person really is? Is that all? You don't have anything else to tell me? Wait, were you outside just now? What if I was? It's not really something I need to discuss with you. Well then, excuse me. What the? Oh. Okay. Huh. Okay, didn't get much from her. In a sec, I'll be right there. Demba Sukain. Oh, if it isn't my favorite landlord, what's up? Mail, April 10th, 22, office worker. Did I get behind in the rent or something? Oh man, how could I let this happen? I'm fresh out of cash too. I moved here for work, but I haven't been paid yet. You gotta believe me. Oh really? So I don't have to give you any money today? Ooh, what a relief. But in that case, what did you come here to talk about? There are yokai in the building. Yokai, huh? Hiding among us, you say? That sounds pretty cool, to be honest. Who would have thought I'd move into a haunted apartment block? Miracles do happen. Oh my. The place is so clean and modern, too. You'd never guess there were monsters living here. If you need any help looking for them, I'm here for you. Come on, please, what do you say? You're human, right? Huh? Do you think I'm a yokai too? Well, I guess it's hard to tell who's a yokai from your point of view. But if I were one, that'd be awesome. Using suspicious spells or tricking people would definitely be fun. Well, see you around. Let me know if you find any clues. Huh. I'm struggling a little bit, not gonna lie. What? Do you know how early it is? Hamura Hazuki. Oh, the landlord, huh? What a drag. Male, January 7th, 19, college student. Okay. So what's the problem? I'm real tired, so let's just get this over with. Yokai. Huh? Yokai here in this building? You hit your head or something? Or are you just trying to screw with me? You think you're telling me an old fairy tale? I know it sounds weird. Shut up! Only an idiot or a little kid would believe in stuff like that. Leave me alone, okay? If you're gonna mess around, do it on your own. Okay. Hey there, landlord. Looks like you've finally spoken to all your residents. If it seems like you've got all the info you can for now, it might be time to call it quits and come back another day. The things your tenants will have to say will change over time. Once you hear their testimony for the current week, you probably won't be able to hear it again. If you want to check over the content of your past conversations, you can use the log, even across the week. Just be careful not to miss it and go over the week. Of course, if you think you have enough info already, you can go ahead and try to evict whoever you think the yokai is. Attempting an eviction will end your investigation too, so the rule about not being able to hear that week's testimony again also applies here. You'll want to have evidence of who's a human and who's a yokai before you try and evict anyone, but hey, don't let me tell you what to do. You still have time until the new moon to figure it out. I won't stop you if you want to just start evicting whoever, but it might be better to take your time and get your facts straight first. Okay. She was the meanest. I don't know. She was definitely the meanest one. He seems the least likely because he told a... Wait. Yokai can't lie and... yeah, okay. Oh no! I didn't mean to ring his door. Oh crap. Wait. Ew. Okay, just okay, sorry, didn't mean to ring the doorbell. Okay. Oh yeah, the log, that's what I need. Okay. Is that all? start. I don't know. Okay, so next week. I can only... Okay, I guess. There really wasn't anything... There really wasn't anything super duper suspicious. Where's the next week? Oh, yes. There we go. Yes, next week. Okay. Ugh, I don't get it. How did the landlord find out there were yokai here? Okay, so... Okay. You want to know what the most important part of being a landlord is? I think it's to trust your tenants. You have to show them trust if you want them to trust you. Oh. Well, we don't trust anyone right now. Oh, this guy again. Hey there, landlord. It's been a week now. Have you given up on finding the yokai? Oh, right. You've got another job you have to do during the week. Taking care of this building on top of that must be real hard work. From what I saw last week, you don't even know the names of all your residents, do you? Let me guess. You consider your day job your main gig and only took over as landlord more recently? My father used to be landlord. I see. So when your dad passed away, the building became your responsibility instead. So, right after you became the landlord, a yokai slipped in. Haha, what a stroke of bad luck. It's not all that different, is it? Yokai can't lie, so just corner them, pressure them, and they'll have no choice but to say if they're human or not. I did try asking. Ha! Was that last week's visit? If you call that timid approach questioning, then you really are quite the softie, huh? Still, just because yokai can't lie doesn't mean they'll tell you everything honestly. They're perfectly capable of dodging questions or twisting the truth just enough to avoid lying. Even if you figured out who the humans are, without solid evidence to force a confession, the real yokai might never admit the truth. Thinking about it that way, focusing on gathering evidence might be the safer and smarter approach, even if it takes more time. Okay, so he's saying don't just evict willy-nilly, basically. Just have to have... Okay. Alright, let's start with Saburo again. No. Yes, I'm coming. Oh, landlord, hello. I haven't seen you since last week. Is it cold out here? I'm not shaking that much, am I? Oh, that's weird. It must be because it's so cold. It's not because I'm scared or anything. I'm always more comfortable indoors, so I should be fine once I go back to my room. You noticed anything strange around here lately? What? You mean around the building? Not really. I usually keep my curtains closed, so... I haven't seen any strange people around either, except, well, maybe. Homura from room 201. He's always heading off somewhere late at night. Let's write that down. Oh, I get it. Okay. But that's all, really. He's in the room above me, so I can hear it when he's moving around. I don't know where he goes or anything. He's probably not a bad person either. I feel like I've seen him around somewhere before. That's all I can tell you. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help. Fair enough. Alright, well, let's question him next. Homura. Ugh, what is it this time? Sounds like me every time I answer the door. Just how long are you gonna keep pestering me, huh? This better not be about yokai or any of that junk. You seem tired. Well, yeah, duh. You would be too, if you were in my shoes. My buddies and I stayed up all night last night. Of course I'm tired now. just write it down for now. I can delete it if I want. Seriously, I can barely stay awake. If you gotta bother me, at least do it some other time. Ugh. Okay, fine. Let's go to Kodama. You again, huh? Can't you take a hint? Please just tell me why you're here, Landlord. It better not be about Yokai again. If it is, I'm not in the mood. Why don't you go bother someone who actually believes in that stuff? Wait, please hear me out! You want to know if I've noticed anything strange in the last week, right? Well, you know Denba, who lives in room 104? Can't you do something about him? When I leave for work in the morning, he's always sitting on that same bench staring at me. I see him trying to peek in through my window sometimes too. Maybe worry less about yokai and more about shady guys like him. That's all I can tell you. I'd appreciate it if you put more effort into your real job. Ah. Welp. Ugh. It's bad enough the city is so bright at night. Now I've got to deal with weird neighbors in the week and pesky landlords on weekends. Why are all the adults in my life such good-for-nothings? I'm so tired of this. I don't know if she sounds like a yokai or just depressed. Alright, Denbo, what's up? Why are you staring at her? Yoo-hoo! Landlord, over here! I was just conducting my search for yokai. I don't know. Ever since our little talk last week, I've been going out before work to watch for anyone who might secretly be one of them. I never thought I'd get this close to real yokai. I've got a great job too, and those rumors about the Hitodama seem like they're the real deal. What do you do anyway? Heh. I've always had a thing for yokai, cryptids, urban legends. Basically, if it's mysterious, I'm into it. Same goes for my real job. Have you heard of Monthly Shiran? It's an occult magazine put out by Shiran Publishing. I've always been a big fan of it, and now I work there. Take a look at it sometime. You might see one of my articles. Whoops! We've gotten kind of off track, huh? Sorry about that. So about those yokai hiding among us. I've been keeping a real sharp lookout from my window. I'm taking this seriously. I keep notes about everyone's behavior. Okay. If I had to pick someone to be wary of right now, I think it would be Saburo from room 101. I mean, it's spring, a time of warmth and new life, and he's always shivering like he's cold or something. Okay. I gotta imagine he's some kind of cold, sensitive yokai that doesn't like being around people. Don't you think so? Most people would run away if you kept staring at them. Hey, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just trying to help with this yokai search. But if you say so, I'll dial it back a little. I'll stop staring people directly in the face and peeking into their rooms, okay? Sorry for the trouble. Okay, as long as we're clear. Alright, let's go to the next week. Erg, seems like everyone's on the lookout for yokai now. It's a pain to keep hiding, so maybe I'll just wipe out everyone in this building. No, you won't, maybe, if we catch you in time. And get it right. Ooh, raining. How's it going, Landlord? Some rain we've been having this week, huh? But just because you haven't seen the moon doesn't mean your deadline's not getting closer. The night of the new moon is just 2 weeks away, you know. In case you forgot, if you can't evict yokai by then, you're going to be in a whole heap of trouble. Are you getting wet? Oh, haha. You're concerned about me when you and your building are in danger? I can't tell if you're really nice or just a dope. As you can see, I'm fine, even without an umbrella. That said, there's no point for me to stand out here. Maybe I'll take shelter here for a little while. As for you, you can't afford to sit around and be idle. If you got time to chat, you should be using it to flush out the yokai. He's not wrong. Okay, well, let's start with Saburo, as usual. Yes, I'm coming. One moment, please. Oh, Landlord, what can I do for you? Well, wait, I remember. You wanted to know if I'd seen anything strange, right? Last week I mentioned Homura, right? Well, I remember where I've seen him before. He goes to the same college as me. He's the captain of the basketball team, I think. I'll write that down. Over spring break, I went to the campus to buy some books, and I saw him running around there. So you're a student too? Yes, I'm a sophomore at Ayakashi University, same as Homura. Well, not exactly the same. I could never run a sports team like he does. I mostly just sit at home playing games when I'm not studying. He always goes out early for morning practice, then has classes during the day, and goes out at night too. That must be tough. I don't think I could even stand one day of being that active. Well, even before now, I've never been great at talking to other people or spending time outside. Sorry, I guess I wasn't much help. Oh, but there was something I wanted to ask you. You seem to be going around asking questions a lot lately, and all that stuff about yokai in the building, that was just a joke, right? I wish it was. Eee! No way! You can't be serious. What about the other thing people have been talking about? Hitodama? Are you saying they're real too? No, they can't be. They've been disproved by science. They're just plasma, or luminescent swamp gas, or something. Oh, sorry, I got a little heated there, but I meant what I said. There's a scientific explanation for everything. Yokai can't possibly be real. Alright, let's talk to... Oops. I am going to make my decision after we talk to everyone this time. So, let's see what Homura has to say this week. Ugh, you again. Are we gonna do this every week now? You still searching for yokai or whatever? Aren't you all a little old for this stuff? Seriously. I feel like I'm living in a building full of idiots. I ain't gonna play your games, alright? Just get out of here. I'm in a bad enough mood as it is. Are you still feeling tired? Duh, I'm still tired. You just woke me up. Ugh, I feel terrible. I can't go out and tear it up at night in all this rain. I'm stuck inside and it really gets on my nerves. Rain, alright. And that's not all. I had someone looking in my window last week, and some guy in a hood was staring at me when I went outside. Why can't people just leave me alone? And let's not forget about you. You know I sleep during the day, but you come around bothering me every week. You messing with me or something? Ugh, I'm surrounded by idiots. Well, you can go thinking I'm a yokai all you want. I'll be gone by next month anyway. I can't stand living in a place like this much longer. Ugh. Now I'm too pissed to sleep. Just get lost already, dumbass. Jeez. Alright, let's go to Kadama. You don't even let the rain stop you, huh? I don't get you at all. You're really persistent coming to visit me when it's raining like this. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen that Denba guy around so much lately. But that might just be because the rain means he can't go out so much. You should be careful too. At least the rain makes it less bright at night. It's too bad it can't be like this all the time. Why do you think it's too bright at night? I guess I never told you about this, huh? Sometimes at night, around midnight, I see a bright light outside my window. It hasn't happened so much since it started raining, but I've actually slept a lot better lately. You're not seriously thinking it's a hitodama like the kids are talking about, are you? There's no way those things really exist. This whole thing's probably just an April Fool's prank that got out of hand. At your age, you really ought to know better. The kids are all talking about that rumor too, though. It's kind of strange. Anyway, I closed my window and curtains to try and keep that light out, so I have no idea what's causing it. It's a pain sleeping with my window closed now the weather's gotten warmer. I hope I can keep it open next week. That's all I can tell you. It's no use asking me about yokai or hitodama or anything. Goodbye. Ooh, if it isn't my favorite landlord, I'll be right out. Thanks for coming out in the rain. It hasn't let up all week, huh? There has been less Hidodama sightings because of that, and I've been stuck staring out of my window. Alright. I thought you promised to stop doing that. Did I say I was gonna stop? Sorry, I tend to forget any promises I make right after I make them. Anyway, I kinda made a promise I can't get out of. But don't worry, I made sure no one saw me this time, so it's all good. Oh, very gracious. Now are you ready for the info I gathered this week? It'd be a shame for it to go to waste. First of all, there's Saburo. If you ask me, he's the most yokai-like of them all. He spends all days hiding in the dark with his curtains closed up tight. Not only that, but whenever I see him go outside, he's always shivering. Why do you think that is? I've been keeping checks on other people too, though. Like Kodama from room 203. She's pretty suspicious too. She glared at me like crazy just as I looked at her. And she seemed on edge all this week too. Maybe she's afraid of someone figuring out she's a yokai and she's keeping her distance so she doesn't give herself away. Lastly, there's Homura in room 201. He's a real mystery. I don't think I've ever seen him go outside. What? That's a lie. Apparently, okay, I think it's Denba. It's not like I'm on the lookout 24/7, but it's still weird, right? Somehow, I just don't get what that guy's all about. The more I think about it, pretty much everyone here is pretty shady. Maybe I should give it a rest for today. Yeah, I think I'll take it easy for once. I've got no money and it's raining out, so I guess I'll just space out and watch some videos about the occult. Oh, I didn't read that. Truth is, this is the first time I've had to take care of my own finances. I've only got like 200,000 yen on me right now. What, you think that's a lot? Let me tell you, when I'm sending tips to my favorite content creator, that kind of money disappears in no time flat. Nishan's doing another one of her late night walk streams today. It hurts not being able to support her. Let's see. Okay. Well. Oops. Sorry everyone. We are going to... Okay. Oh, I didn't actually do this last time. Okay. That's suspicious, I think. No? Not suspicious? Because... How is that not suspicious? Are you serious? What the heck? Okay, I don't get this, but we're gonna evict. You ready to make an eviction? That means you've got plenty of evidence to back up your case, right? Looks like there's at least one resident you're still not sure about. Select which residents you think are human and which is the yokai and make your eviction. If you're not confident in your deductions, you might want to take a step back and review your information. I know, but I don't know. You're the yokai. You're a human, you're just a jerk, and you're a human. I don't know. Let's try. We'll evict Denba. Huh? You're saying you think I'm the yokai here and you want me to get out? Does that mean I'm the most yokai-like person here? Oh, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Normally I'd take it as a compliment, but if you're using it as an excuse to throw me out, that's a different matter. I'm assuming you've got some kind of proof that led you to this conclusion? Since we've come this far, tell me all about it. I'm dying to know about your deductive process. Ugh. Confrontation. If you ask me, Saburo always seemed to be skulking around avoiding people. I wouldn't be surprised if he was a yokai. What do you think? Okay, he's not just gonna up and leave, but if you gather the right evidence, shouldn't be a problem. All you have to do is Use suspicious behavior from the other residents he mentions to prove you're human. If you don't have enough information, you'll have to select no evidence. Back off. Ugh. How does that prove someone's human? I think even Yokai could get away with a lie if no one knew it wasn't the truth. Oh, Yokai can't tell lies? Yeah, I think I've heard this somewhere too. In that case, I guess that guy can't be one of them, huh? How about Kodama? She avoids people and she's got no respect for anyone. She's always glaring at me too. Okay, I didn't do this correctly. You don't have any evidence at all? Whoops. I don't get it. Why would you try to evict me without any real proof? If you're expecting me to just say you're right, I'm a yokai, and leave, you've got another thing coming. And if you are going to keep suspecting me, I can't help you with your search anymore. I'll thank you to stop coming to my room in the future. What? What's the matter? You're acting like you're the one who's just being betrayed. Okay. Didn't do that right. Looks like you really disappointed that guy, and after he went out of his way to help you too. Just for the record, this doesn't necessarily mean he's not a yokai. You just didn't have the evidence to prove it. What now? You're gonna look for more evidence, or shift your focus onto a different tenant? I see. Oh no, and that wasted it too. Just a little more. Not much longer until new moon, then I'll get rid of that pesky landlord and all these annoying humans too. I see. Okay, I'm starting to get this a little bit more now, but we're gonna cut the video here. Okay. We're gonna cut the video here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me know what you think of this one. It's kind of Phoenix Wright-y, just because, you know, you're gathering the evidence and then you have to not convict one of them, but you know what I mean. Yeah, so thank you so much for tuning in to Tigra Does Demos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you, bye!